I am asked all the time, what is the trade performance of Swing Machine? What is my trade performance? The truth of the matter is, it really doesn't matter what my trade performance is. It matters what your trade performance is. But it is a fair question to ask about Swing Machine. Can Swing Machine really help me? Now, we're going to share with you some insights on a performance report. And we're going to do this for the general public, for anyone who might be passing through and watches this YouTube video. We're going to hopefully do this in 10 minutes or less. And we're also going to do this for our existing members. When you look at a performance report of a back test, meaning over a period of, let's say, 5 weeks, which is what we're going to do here, the back test will show you what you would have done with the parameters that you set up. Now, the parameters that we have set up is to plug in the Swing Machine strategy with basically no parameters, no clocks, no profit targets, no percent trailers, no stops. I think I already said that. No walkaways. What's a walkaway? If I'm not profitable within so many bars, stop me out or close me out. And also an end of day or don't trade beyond a certain time. It has none of that. This is going to trade. We're going to look at the performance results over the last 5 weeks from midnight to midnight, during the busy time of the day and during the lackluster time of the day. May not be a fair representation, but for simplicity's sake, that's what we're going to do, because we have a lot of traders that say as well they'd like to trade at night. Now, understanding though, when you look at this performance report, and if you have or you are an annual member, you could set your own parameters with clocks and what have you, and percent trailers and profit targets. And every time you do that, it will dramatically change your results. Now, those results in a backtest may come out perfect. It's a backtest. They may not produce in the future, right? What happens in the past may or may not happen in the future. It is the intangible, the unknown to trading. There is no holy grail that we're aware of. We'll keep looking, but there is no holy grail. But what we do want to know is Swing Machine putting us on where the fish are? Is it getting us in the right neighborhood? And to that extent, we can show you over the course of 5 weeks on each interval for each market. But please understand, we have additional intervals in additional markets. You could be running a 10-minute or 15-minute. We just don't have the time on YouTube to go through them all. But we're going to show you some important criteria we think is important. And remember, too, that our annual members can look at a chart of any kind that they like. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes having a chart with conflicting information can be detrimental to your trading. The beauty of Swing Machine that you're looking at without this, let me move this out of the way here for the moment. The beauty of Swing Machine is that you don't have to be staring at a chart, and that Swing Machine is speaking to you in English what is dynamically happening in the market real time. And we think that is invaluable. So let's look at the ES on a 1 minute. We'll see if we can get back our performance report there. There it is. And what we want to see, what is the average winning trade over the last, and it's this blue line. The average winning trade is $880. This is on a mini contract, $880. What is the average losing trade? The average losing trade is $316. Okay, those are good probabilities, but it's not all. What about the drawdown? What is my average drawdown? Meaning, I haven't taken the loss yet, but what do I need to be prepared? The average drawdown is $334. This can help you determine, do I trade with a mini or do I trade with a micro? Proper sizing. What about the average run-up? The average run-up is 622, significantly more. That is good. Let's look at the 3-minute. Okay, so now we're looking at the ES 3-minute over 5 weeks. What is the average winning trade? The average winning trade, if you hold it all the way through, is $684. $684. What is the average losing trade? $234. Almost 3 to 1. That's very, very good. I'll take those probabilities. What kind of a drawdown? 246 is my average drawdown. What is my average run-up? 521. Okay? So those numbers can help you set profit targets and stop losses, but they can help you manage the trade. If I am up $750 and I know the average run-up is 521, maybe I need to take my profit before it turns into a loss. Now remember, these results don't have any kind of stops on them. And what I'm interested in determining here is the robustness of Swing Machine. I'm not trying to produce a perfect back test. We can do that and put it up on the internet and say, oh, look at this. The back tests are relevant to the extent that they help you manage your trades. Let's look at the 5-minute. Okay, so we're limited by YouTube. We're at 7 minutes, so I gotta move. We're gonna cover a lot of ground here quickly. The 5-minute over the last 5 weeks, I'm just gonna put my cursor here. The average winning trade is $880. Of course, there's been some up here, but $880. What is the average losing trade? $318. I'll take those odds and probabilities all day, every day. What about the drawdown? $334. Okay, not too bad. How about the run-up? $622. Okay, almost 2 to 1. Those also good probabilities. Let's look at the NQ. Okay, on the NQ, on a 1-minute, the average winning trade, I just got to get my cursor here, is $482. That's the average winner, $482. What is the average loser? $161. I like those odds. Let's look at the 3-minute. So the NQ on a 3-minute, over the last 5 weeks, the average trade is $862. What is the average losing trade? $274. I like those probabilities. The drawdown, $302. The run-up, meaning the average of the maximum run-up, $658. Let's look at the 5-minute. Okay, on the 5-minute NQ, the average winning trade over the last 1,043. What is the average losing trade? $344. 3 times. 3 times. I like that. The drawdown. How big is the drawdown? $383. How big is the run up? Meaning in profits. Average 770. I like that too. Let's look at the Dow. Okay, the 1-minute Dow, the average winning trade is $351. What is the average losing trade? over this period, 124, almost 3 to 1. I like that. All good. The drawdown. What is the average drawdown? 129. It's the average drawdown. What is the run-up? 282. Also very good. Let's look at the 3-minute. Okay, so now we're on the 3-minute Dow. We want to know what is the average winning trade over the last 5 weeks. $645 is the average winning trade. What is the average losing trade? $199. I like that. What about the drawdown? The average drawdown is $213. What is the average run up? $463. Let's look at the 5. Okay, so on the 5-minute Dow, over the last 5 weeks, the average winning trade, if you were playing that, was $897. What is the average, losing trade? We will do the drawdown. The losing trade is $298. What about the drawdown? The average draw is $321. Manageable for me with a mini. What is the run up? $627. Once again, good price. If we can be 2 to 1, 3 to 1, that is what we want. Let's look at the Russell 1 minute. Okay, so now we're on the 1 minute Russell. What is the average winning trade over the last? I can put the cursor any place. The average is 301 in average winning. What is the average losing trade? 105, almost 3 to 1. What is the drawdown on the 1 minute Russell? The drawdown is 109. What is the run up? The run up is 202. Let's look at the 3-minute. Okay, so we're looking at the Russell 3-minute. Average winning trade over 5 weeks is $501. The average losing trade, $175. I like those probabilities. What about the drawdown? See, if we were having bigger drawdowns, then run-ups would be very, very uncomfortable to trade. The run-up, the drawdown is average 185. What is the average run-up? 380. This is why our traders are constantly saying Swing Machine is always in the money. Proportionately, it is. Now, we'll talk about how to catch those fish in a moment, but let's go to the 5-minute. Okay, so now we look at the 5-minute. Let's pull that up. It disappeared on me. Let's look at the performance report. Let's go to, first, the winning trades. On the Russell, average winning trade over 5 weeks, $608. Average losing trade, $234. Excellent. Drawdown, average drawdown, $248. Average run up, $428. Okay, folks, so what does that all mean? Well, first, for our members, our annual members, we give them some insight as to how to use, by showing this video, how to use the performance report more than just looking at an equity curve. This type of analysis can give you an idea of where to place stops, where to place profit targets, but it also provides you dynamically the opportunity to understand how to manage the trade and manage your money. If you are considerably over the average winning trade and you start to see the altimeter change, this is very dynamic, very dynamic. You're able then hopefully to lock in those profits. For those of you that are seeing this from the outside in, let me explain. Please do not join Stock Market Caddy because you think we're going to provide you an ATM, that you're going to be able to run a program 24/7 while you go to work, sit by the pool, go to the beach, or go play golf, and it automatically puts money in your account. We're not going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. What we are about is helping folks learn how to trade, develop the confidence, and to use systems and a systems approach so that they can better manage their time and their capital. When it comes to fishing, you can have the best fly rod, the best waders, the best flies, but if you don't have any local knowledge on the river, you're probably going to have a hard time. You need to have a little local knowledge. You need to have a little experience before you come splashing into the river and scare all the trout, okay? Now, we just looked at the 1, 3, 5. There are 5, 10, 15. The intervals are endless. And could you take some of this data and put stops and profit targets on and run a strategy for a portion of a day or to help you manage your time? Yes, we think you could. But that also takes practice and experience. With that, we got to bring this YouTube video to a close. If you are seeing this video at a later date, our members know where to reach me, but you guys don't in the public, or you do, you can go to the website or you can call me at 813-758-8263, 813-758-8263. Remember, trading is a game of probabilities. We're trying to develop you systems that will put you on the side of more winning trades, more run-ups than run-downs, more winning trades than losing trades, and at the same time try to provide you some of the techniques and the confidence so that Swing Machine helps you become, over time, a better and better trader.